In a 371-18 vote, our elected Congress appeared to be moving towards making pedophobia a hate crime. They stated that President Trump has not condemned the QAnon conspiracy, which revolves around the baseless theory that Trump and his allies are working to expose a cabal of Democrats, media figures, and celebrities who are running an international child trafficking ring. They went on to say that the First Amendment is a powerful weapon. Turning that weapon on those who use fantasies as a menacing grift is the responsibility of reasonable citizens, legislators, and executives. The same Congress who has paid out $15 million of taxpayer money to silence their own victims of sexual harassment want to weaponize the First Amendment to silence anyone who suggests that Democrats, media figures, and celebrities are involved in child trafficking. They say the claim is baseless, but that is an obvious lie. And it's not just the Democrats. In the 1980s, foster children from Nebraska were being auctioned off at elite parties on the East Coast and sent as prostitutes to powerful politicians, including at the White House. A federal grand jury got involved to rule that the explosive testimony of the victimized foster children was a hoax. The Vatican has been exposed for years of covering up a hidden pedo culture within the Catholic Church. Hillary Clinton's State Department covered for a pedophile ambassador. Oprah Winfrey promoted a man who was enslaving women, impregnating them, and selling their babies internationally. Hollywood, Nickelodeon, and Disney have all been exposed for rehiring convicted pedophiles to work with children. And the mainstream media tells you that this is all fantasy. After WikiLeaks released the Podesta emails, masses of people began investigating child sex trafficking, and nothing has been the same ever since. Following his inauguration, President Trump vowed to fight the epidemic of human trafficking. He signed executive orders to do so, and over 1,500 pedophiles involved in child sex trafficking operations were arrested, all within his first month as president, and the mainstream media ignored it. In June of 2017, Ivanka Trump said that ending human trafficking is in our moral and strategic interests and is a top priority of the White House. Big arrests continued all over the globe, reported by local media only. Thousands of arrests, thousands of children rescued, including infants. NXIVM cult leaders have been charged with child porn and sex trafficking. Their leader was an outspoken advocate of pedophilia. They ran multiple daycare centers. For several years, there has been talk about Jeffrey Epstein's private jet, the Lolita Express, used to ferry powerful people to his private pedophile island, including dozens of times by Bill Clinton, seen here partying with convicted pedophile and deep state witness George Nader. Bill Gates, who was also associated with Jeffrey Epstein, employed a former Microsoft engineer to work on his private estate, who was arrested on the Gates property in 2014 for possessing over 6,000 images of child rape and assault, including the rape of boys and girls as young as 8 years old. The man only did 90 days in jail. The same fat losers who have gotten rich off of corrupt side deals for years, who have paid out $15 million to silence their own victims. The same worthless elected officials who have been stalling any and all investigations into the crooked establishment which they have exploited for decades, now want to weaponize the First Amendment to silence anyone who suggests they or their Hollywood media cohorts might be involved in child sex trafficking. The crime of pedophilia is recorded in history all the way to the Bible. And whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck and he were cast into the sea. But times have changed, and we don't need to bother with millstones any longer. For InfoWars.com, this is Greg Reese.
left has taken over the Democratic Party, and Joe Biden is marching in lockstep with them. Biden and the far left are promising to crush middle-class families with trillions in new taxes.
If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
Promising amnesty and health care for 11 million illegal immigrants.
Citizenship for 11 million undocumented folks.
Promising to shut down energy exploration, killing jobs, and hurting America's economy.
I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel.
In Joe Biden's America, the radical left get whatever they want, and you get to pay for it. They've already taken over Joe Biden and the Democratic Party. Don't let them take over America.
The time for inaction is over. The globalists are making their move against every free country on earth. They want us dependent, they want us domesticated, they want us desperate. And the biggest thing they want is people to not have high quality storable food and high quality water filtration, because then they can control you in any crisis. They also want you disarmed. InfoWars does not have the guns, but you certainly need those and the training. But we have the best storable food at the lowest price with the highest quality you're gonna find. And we have the best water filtration. You can go to InfoWarsStore.com and get it, but if you go to preparewithalex.com, you will find specials that are the lowest price ever offered on these high quality water filtration, also air filtration, but also storable food. It's only running for another 6 days. You've got to stop the special. We ended the special a few days ago. People got really upset, but now they've brought the special back for 6 days. Preparewithalex.com. With all the crazy stuff happening right now, get prepared today. Get your storable food. It's ready to ship. Preparewithalex.com.